I gotta be honest, folks, I wasn't expecting to do this tonight. I heard that last week only one episode, Sabotage, aired, and that this week, or rather this morning, the only episode that was going to air in the US was episode 12, Teletraan-x, which I watched a few nights ago. So I thought I was clear for this weekend, but then my always reliable correspondent, Sean TF1967, basically commented on my video, "Hey, the next 2 episodes are up." Like, okay. So apparently the next 2 episodes, Matrix of Leadership and Siloed, aired ahead of schedule in Singapore. Why does this keep happening? Why can't the schedule be straightforward? At least it's better than it was back when Animated was open, when basically all of season 2 aired at once in Malaysia. Why did that happen? Again, I don't even remember why that happened, but it did, so at least we're not there. And even if the rest of season 2 does air, it's like there's not much left of this season anyway. So seriously, like it's been a while, but I think like 15 episodes dropped at once or something ridiculous like that back in like 2008. It was crazy town. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in with Matrix of Leadership. So as you recall last time, Bumblebee picked up a personality core but left Windblade behind to be devoured by birds of prey or something like that. Let's watch.
And that is the
Get your kicks
civilization
on
since the
Route
invention of agriculture.
66.
What do you think? Crew member Bumblebee, you haven't spoken for the last 4.5 hours.
The plural of
Is
Surgeon
everything
General
okay?
is Surgeons General. The past tense of Surgeon General is Surgeons General.
It is upsetting to think of Windblade at the mercy of the Decepticons, but look on the bright side.
Think of all
She
the
was
horrible
not a
things
crew
they're
member.
probably doing to her. Etching off her finish with little rusty blades.
Wait, was it something I said? I have many other things I can say.
I have not been programmed for empathy.
Hold on. Wait for me!
Anyone who is not in the crew can burn. I have no concept of pain, either my own or others. I shouldn't laugh. They do feel pain of assault. Yes, I'm going to keep making Portal 2 references. You can't stop me! God, it's already super warm in here.
Would it help to know the current temperature, humidity, or wind velocity?
Anybody else used to call the time and temperature number
Did
on
you
the
know
phone
the
just so
ancient
they could use the
Egyptians were
phone?
actually aliens from Alpha Centauri.
Where are the Autobots?
Alpha Centauri is the star that Cybertron orbits
These are
around.
excellent
So
questions, Bumblebee.
why does everyone
And now
keep
that
trying to
you're
claim the
no
ancient
longer
Egyptians were
surrounded by
aliens?
Decepticons, I can answer them for you. I have no idea.
technically, that's an answer.
Man, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh no, I've been looking for the Ark for millions of years. For such a large ship, it's really very difficult to find. Did you know the Ark is actually a Vanguard
So
class
you're
deep space
completely
interceptor?
useless.
It has 5 decks and houses a crew of 4,000.
She sacrificed herself for nothing.
You're totally useless.
Thank you.
Everything I have is.
Totally useless.
Wait, you have another cortical psychic patch?
Totally useless.
I'm not totally useless.
I'm supposed to save the world.
But I can't remember the first thing about it.
It must be terrible.
Did
to
I
be
not
missing
just
data.
spend the last
Can I be of
27 hours
assistance?
teaching you the
I am
history of
fully
man?
equipped for cortical psychic patch connections.
Is he gonna be able to go inside his head? Because if so, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, fuck! I thought the reason Windblade could do that was because she was a city speaker. But this soulless ball can do it too?
Damaged. Are you aware of all
How am I
the...
supposed to find the Ark, save the Autobots, and keep the Allspark from an entire Decepticon armada? I'm
With
a
just
scout.
you to help.
Wish Optimus were here. He'd know what to do.
Optimus Prime? But he is here, in your memories.
But that's from the past. That can't help me now.
As Teletraan-1 always said, past data is the best guide to formulating current stratagems.
So Teletran 1 is a separate consciousness from Teletran X? How confusing. How many fucking AIs are... Oh my god, it's like Teletran 1 is GLaDOS and Teletran X is a personality core. Everything comes back to Portal!
This way.
I knew that already.
Bumblebee, where are you taking me?
To your doom!
I
Push.
thought Megatron destroyed the High Council.
Alpha Trion survived. But he won't last much longer. That's why I was sent for you.
Alpha Trion's dying.
Ratchet.
Okay, how's it gonna sound?
Trion's barely hanging on to his spark.
My voice is awful.
Wanted me to wake him as soon as you arrived.
He sounds like not quite Stanley Pines.
Scott, save it.
Alpha Trion.
What?
I am here now. This is my fault.
Is Alchemist still running that bar? Oh shit, that was supposed to be a secret.
But you did what you felt was right.
You're not George Takei.
What you could have
Boo.
done, but what you can do. I have held the matrix of leadership for many years, waiting for one worthy to become the next Prime.
But
And I had to wait until you were old enough to get it after you were reincarnated. Whoops, I think that's supposed to be a secret too. The handles are really big on this Matrix. It's like mostly handles. Put it in! My body is ready! My outline is glowing!
If Optimus wasn't ready to be a leader, I'm definitely not ready.
You are so right. After all, I have you categorized in my database as a scout.
Oh,
It's not like
thanks for
last
making me
series
feel
where you were actually a
Of
leader.
course, I also have Optimus Prime listed as a file clerk. And yet, he did so much more than that.
That's true.
You still have him listed as file clerk? You need to update your shit. I also have a list of undestroyed Cybertronian cities, which is all of them. I need to update that too. Jazz! No, you're Wheeljack, boo. I thought from the paint job it was Jazz.
Wheeljack!
Why aren't you Jazz?
He was right behind us.
He must still be back there.
Beautiful pixels up today.
I don't see him. Come on, we gotta go back for him.
We can't help him if we're strapped. We need.
How did we last this long against opponents that can fly when we can't?
Huh? I can't believe my optics. Optimus Prime.
Oh, he's carrying Prowl. Just drop him. He's dead weight anyway. His shield is shaped like the insignia. How extra can you get? Don't answer that. In Transformers, you can always get more extra.
Optimus, is Prowl gonna make it?
No.
We'll survive if we act quickly. Wheeljack, find Ratchet. Hurry!
I'm on it.
Can you make sure he's dead? All right. What next?
Prime, you shouldn't have come back for me.
Prowl. We
Shut
never
up.
leave a bot behind.
Go on without
Never
me.
leave a
Just
bot
go.
I already made that mistake. I left Windblade behind. See? I'm not ready to be a leader.
I wasn't ready to be an autonomous mobile backup memory unit when Teletran-1 ejected me from the Ark. But here I am.
And here I am. And I already
Yeah, that doesn't prove your point.
That's
Seeing
not
as
what
you
Optimus
helped
would
lay a
say.
trap that got
When we
Windblade caught. More Seekers, what a shock! Oh, hey, a rare Starscream appearance. He looks like a paper plane. He looks... If you folded him, you might be able to get that shape. What? For what? I like the redundancy of him saying watch out as they're already being shot at. I like Starscream's laugh too. Ha! Ha ha!
Nowhere left to run, Autobots.
I have another line.
How wonderful to be the one to destroy you and your little mascot, Prime.
Mascot? Optimus is like, what was that? And Starscream's like, I don't know. Oh shit! Did you see that? Fucking ripping out the ghostly whale out of nowhere! That was awesome! Do it again! fuck you! Do the ghostly whale shit again! Haven't seen that one since animated.
Leave.
Okay, fine. The kick at the ground. Starscream is also a load.
Do you know where we are, Bumblebee?
Next to a dead guy, I think.
This was a statue of
Oh,
the
that's a
great
statue.
Prima. And that is where the Senate used to meet.
Prima, the first
We
of the
stand
13.
in what was once
I
the
hope there's more
grand
13
arena.
stuff in this series.
So much of our world has been destroyed. Cybertron
Not blaming Gary.
is dying. I fear Windblade was right. I never should have sent the Allspark away from Cybertron. I felt there was no choice.
Well, it's
But I
not the
was wrong.
worst plan an Optimus Prime
We
has ever
must
had.
get the Allspark back, Bumblebee. There is still time to set things right.
Optimus was right.
If there was still time millions
He
of
was
years
right
ago,
about
is
a
there
lot.
still time now?
But when he was wrong, he tried to fix it. I should never have left Windblade behind.
But she ordered you to. You had no choice.
There's
After all,
always
you
a
got
choice.
me.
We're going back for her.
So, last episode we left Windblade behind. Next episode we're getting her back. I feel like we've accomplished a lot in this series. This whole arc was filler, wasn't it? Okay, that was Matrix of Leadership. I sort of thought we were done with the flashbacks, but it turns out we're never done with the flashbacks. And it still pisses me off that, hold on. Dailymotion is doing things. It still pisses me off that fucking teletraan-x was able to connect with Bumblebee when explicitly Windblade said in like the second episode the reason she was able to go into Bumblebee's memories is because she's a city speaker. So it turns out Windblade was either wrong or lying, and any old person can go into the cortical psychic patch. Again, that's kind of jibes with how it worked in Prime, but not how it's supposed to work in this series. So it seems like Windblade's city speaker credentials are just a bit of trivia. Like, hey, did you know Windblade was a city speaker? It doesn't fucking matter, but it's true. The fact that Prima was name dropped and that we've met Alpha Trion and Alchemist, and that Alchemist is more strongly implied to be Alchemist than another series with Mac Adam makes me hope that we'll go more into lore with the 13. Because I really, really, really want to see Soulless Prime on screen. Give her dialogue! That's what I want! Aside from that, I guess this episode was decent, though it didn't really give us any new information, and because of what I mentioned about Windblade, it does feel like just filler. However, that Sonic Scream Billy from Starscream was awesome. I was not expecting that, and it looked really good, and it just like... he's in a fight and he fucking yells at his opponent, and it works. So even when this episode show is filler, it still manages to be exciting, and it looks as gorgeous as ever. So next episode we get Windblade back, and then hopefully they'll have another plan after that, because teletraan-x has turned out to be just a load character. Great. I'm sure he'll turn out to be useful. Eventually. Anyway, this is Drunkeeper 9600 signing off.